So if you've already used Excel before, this is going to be kind of an overview, and an overview that you really don't need. But this chapter is really for students where Excel is brand new. You have no working knowledge of it. So it's coming from the premise that you're going to get used to or familiar with the Excel interface and learn how to navigate a workbook. You're going to learn how to enter data and apply simple number formats and date formats. It also introduces you to the concepts of formulas, functions, and absolute and relative references. So you want to pay close attention to the skill understanding absolute and relative references. These concepts in this chapter are really, really helpful. It's particularly for folks in financial fields such as accounting, taxes, trading, stock trading, um, even for office managers. Um, so I would definitely, if you are someone who could potentially even say, for instance, for UPS. I have family members who are admins at UPS where they do a lot of work with customs. So they have to keep records and they have to do that using Excel. So Excel is going to apply to many different career fields. Okay. So, but you're going to add totals to the worksheet using functions, the sum function in particular. So you're going to use the auto sum button and the quick analysis tool. So you're going to learn how to create a notebook from a template and how to manage multiple workbooks at the same time. All right. And then the chapter covers how to check a worksheet for spelling errors and how to preview and print it and all of that, which that's pretty straightforward. But the notes are going to help you. And then throughout the notes, you may see areas where I say additional notes from Professor Jacob, just like you did with the access notes. All right. So let's go back to the home so that we can get into workplace. And I'm going to bring up Excel. All right. So what I've done is I've already created a merged and centered area on the worksheet. And this is basically to make the worksheet kind of function or act like a Word document. So what I have on this set of cells, and let me unmerge it there, okay? And I'm going to select 20 rows and 10 columns. All right, 20 rows, that's what that 20R times 10C, that's what that represents. So I'm going to select that by clicking and dragging from A1 all the way down to J20. And then I'm going to select merge and center. And instead of centering, I want it to align to the left. I want it to align to the top of the cell, of the new merge cell, and I want it to automatically wrap text. So as you so we can keep typing into this merged cell made up of 20 rows and 10 columns from A1 to J20. All right. So, and I'm going to put a period there. And so you saw how when I typed that second sentence there, it said we can keep typing into this merge cell made up of 20 rows and 10 columns from A1. And you saw how after made up, it went to the next line and started from the left and worked its way to the right. That's pretty much like what a Word document would do. Okay, so in some instances, you can make Excel behave just like Word. All right. And then you saw me refer to A1 or 20 rows and 10 columns, A1 to J20. That colon symbol there represents the word to, okay? And it's basically giving you a range. So from A1, which is the start of any worksheet, to J20, which is the end of the selection or where you stopped clicking and dragging, okay? And so that colon just says from this point over to the left to this point over to the right, okay? But that represents a range of cells. Anytime you see the colon symbol, and I'm going to put it in parentheses, it represents a range of cells, period. All right. So we kind of get an idea of what that's all about. And a lot of technology is learning the terminology. Once you get the terminology down, the technology, as we can see with kids using devices, using applications, kids can be very, intuitive with these applications or seem very intuitive, but really they don't know what to call everything. And so it's very helpful for you to learn the terminology. So even if you have to go through your notes and, highlight certain things to kind of solidify that information into your brain so that it is retained, kind of practice with the terminology. All right. So we're going to go out to our backstage view, which we get there through the File tab, and we're going to select Print. Print just basically shows us what the page is going to look like, okay? And as we can see it, there are really no individual squares or boxes, okay? Or how Excel refers to those are cells, okay? And so I'm going to click Next Page. And you probably did not see this when we first were in that particular worksheet, but I'm going to go back to it so that you can see what happens. Now, also, this is in landscape orientation. I'm going to change it to portrait orientation really quickly. So it looks very much like a Word document. I'm going to click back. And so from here, we see that everything looks quite normal. But now we get to see, because I switched it from landscape to portrait, now we get to see what is over here, starting with column M on through to column B. All right. Now this starts a different page in Excel. All right. It starts a different page. And why is that? Let's go back to backstage view, and we're going to change that orientation to back to landscape. And we're going to go back, and we see that dividing line there. It kind of looks like a cutout or, marching ants going down the page. That just signifies that ends that page. Okay. So you can kind of see the implications of Excel in that Excel sort of knows no boundaries as far as pages are concerned, whereas with Word, everything is everything's very finite. All right. So we wrapped the text, we merged and centered it, we aligned it to the left and to the top. Okay. And as you roll your mouse pointer over these options, you get a little screen tip up that tells you what that particular options function is. Okay. But if you wanted to turn off text wrapping in a cell, you could just click on wrap text, the wrap text button again to deselect it, and that that will go away. And you see how it just continues on and it doesn't necessarily show you what's there, but it's still there. Okay, it cuts off at a certain point. So if you wrap it, then the rest of it will appear there.